Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, teacher. Hello.
Good morning, teacher.
Hey, good morning. How are you, everyone?
Hello,
The
teacher.
Hello,
fine,
hello.
fine, I guess.
Excellent.
I'm fine. I'm happy.
You're
New
happy. That's the attitude.
level.
It's a new level. Welcome everybody to our new level
Hello.
pre-intermediate 3. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are
Okay.
you?
How are you?
How was your weekend, everyone? Was it good?
Short.
It was
It's too
short.
short. Short.
I know, I know. And what do you do? Tell me. Anything interesting during the weekend?
Yes.
Ah,
I visited my grandma and Sunday I I was the marathon for the university.
oh, really?
Yes.
So now
I
do you
feel
feel
excited.
I imagine that. Hey, but that sounds interesting. All right. How about you guys? Anything interesting during the weekend?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Emerson. Welcome. Okay, Walter, tell me, what do you do?
Uh, Yesterday I went to a restaurant with my mom. Enjoyed all the afternoon with her.
Really? Eh,
With her. Yes.
good. Good for you. You're very lucky. Excellent.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Who else? I can see new faces. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to see you here. Tell me, what else, everyone? What else do you do during the weekend?
I went to watch Barbie movie.
Ah, and do you like it?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else? Did you watch that movie, guys, or not yet?
Not yet, man.
Not
Okay.
yet.
You know, I want to watch Oppenheimer. I really want to watch it. So I'm not sure. Did you watch that one already, or is not on cinemas yet?
I want
Anyone?
to I want to watch Oppenheimer too, but
Yeah.
I don't have uh I don't have who
Who
with
go
me.
with?
I'll go with we'll
Okay.
go with.
Okay, but here we are, a lot of people. So everybody, if someone wants to go and watch Oppenheimer, you can talk to Walter. He can go with you if you're alone. Now, let's see. I can see new faces. Okay, for the ones who don't know me, my name is Clarissa. I will be your teacher in this level. Okay, some of you already know me. You were with me in the previous course, but for the one who don't know me, welcome to the class. It's my pleasure to be your teacher. Any questions that you may have, tell me, believe me that I will explain the topic. There's no problem at all. And here we got a very nice team. So if you need help with some exercises on the platform, tell in the group and believe me that everybody will help each other. Okay? So welcome to the pre-intermediate 3. And well, in this level, everybody, we are going to see different grammar tenses, okay? So be ready to practice. I will show you the platform because I think that you don't have access to the platform yet. Do you? Yes? Do you have access to the platform? Not yet?
No,
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. You will have the access, but let me give you a preview from how the topics of the platform will be like. Can you see the platform? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, look, the topics for the pre-intermediate 3 are Awesome. Okay, we are going to see quantifiers. Okay, we are going to talk about simple past. So everybody, let's be ready to learn the verbs in simple past. If you don't know them yet, let's review it. We are going to see a lot of simple past. If you see the unit number 2 is pretty long. So in the unit number 1, we are not going to spend so much time on it, but in the unit number 2, we have a lot of things to discuss over there. We are going to talk about also, look, the present perfect. So that is another grammar tense that is pretty awesome. So we have a lot of things to study over there. So guys, as always, let's be ready to participate a lot. Let's be ready to talk a lot, because in order to be expert in simple past and present perfect, guys, you have to talk, okay? So let's be ready to participate. Now, as always, I'm going to give the instructions for this level. Okay, let me share the presentation. Can everybody see the presentation? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so today is July 24th. This is the class number 1 in the pre-intermediate 3. I'm going to show you our calendar. Okay, this is the calendar of activities. Well, let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to modify something. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me share it again. Remember that our calendars sometimes can be modified depending on the circumstances, but if everything goes well, this is the way that we are going to have our activities. So today is 24, today is our first day. So basically today we are going to start the unit number 1, okay? If everything goes well, we are going to be starting the unit number 2 on Thursday or maybe Wednesday. It's going to depend if we dominate the topic or not. Remember, the idea is that at the end of this week, you need to complete the 25% of the platform. However, okay, that can be modified because I know that sometimes you don't receive the access soon. Okay, so if you don't receive the access on the platform, I mean, you can finish the 25% of the platform later, okay? As I said, this is just an idea. Next week, what will happen next week? Do you have any idea what will happen next week?
Vacation.
Ah, very
Vacation.
good. So we are going
Vacation.
to have vacation. Okay, so during that week, everybody, we are not going to have classes. Okay, no classes. I know that you can go to the beach, you can go to the cinema, but always please try to review the topics. Try to review a little English. So because when we come back, I mean, I want you to remember the topics that we studied, okay? So
All the week.
the full week, yes, no classes the full week.
All
Okay.
right.
Next, remember guys, we are going to have speaking evaluations. So possibly on August 9 or 10, we are going to have the first speaking evaluation. And if everything goes well, this level will be finishing on August 25th. Okay, if everything goes well. And basically, in the last days, remember, we have the second speaking evaluation. All right, so this is our calendar. It's just in order that you have an idea the activities that we are going to have. Now, as always, I know that you already know the rules, but I'm going to remind you the rules. First rule, everybody on Zoom, on your profile, I need you to write your full names, okay? Full names. I need you to write first your last names and then your names. This is the way that you have to write it on your profile here on Zoom, okay? If you write only your name, your attendance is not going to count, okay? So in this moment, please, everybody modify your names. I can see some of you already have the names in this way, but if you don't, please modify the names. First, your last name and then your names. If you don't know how to do it, tell me so I can explain how you can modify your names, right? So let me check if you have your names correctly. I can see Cristina Germán. Please modify your names. First, your last names and then your names, please. I have David. David, please write your full name, first your last name, then your names. So far, let's see the rest. I can see your names correctly. Very good. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, I can see all of you have already the names. So please, only the people that I mentioned. If you don't know how to do it, tell me, okay? This is important, guys, because, well, I will explain how the attendance works. Remember, this is important, everyone. Camera on. Not just at the beginning, not just at the end, during the full class, okay? Camera on. During the class, I will take 2 screenshots, okay? And those screenshots are sent to INSAFORP. So INSAFORP check the screenshots, okay? I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to take the screenshot, okay? I will take it during the class and that's all. So if you have the camera off, when I take the screenshot, I mean, the people from INSAFORP, they will see it and they will ask, okay, why this person have the camera off, okay? So guys, that is a problem that is going to affect you because, I mean, they will say, okay, if this person has the camera off, maybe that person is not there, is not paying attention. So that can affect you. So please keep the camera on. Attendance. How much is the percentage that we need in the attendance?
100.
Yes. So the ones who were with me in the previous level, you know how this works, okay? Zoom, the platform, automatically generates the attendance. This is not something that I do, it's Zoom. For example, the class is 90 minutes, okay? So at the end of the class, Zoom generates a report and says, okay, Clarissa, she connected 90 minutes. So that is great. But if you connected late, if you weren't the full class, it will say, Clarissa connected 70 minutes. So that is a problem already. It's going to affect your full percentage in the class. So guys, try to connect the 90 minutes, not 30 minutes, not 60 minutes, the 90 minutes, please, okay? And according to this one, guys, I want to be clear. I know that some of you know this, but pay attention. If you ask for permission, like teacher, tomorrow I cannot be in the class because I'm sick or because I have an emergency, okay, you ask the permission. But in the attendance, you always have 0 because you weren't here. I'm going to show you how a report for the attendance looks like. Okay, so you can see it and you can have a clear idea how it works. Let me open it up. Give me a second. I'm going to show you an attendance that, but I don't want to show you the name. So let me share one that is from another team that is not yours. This is in order, guys, to be clear how the attendance works. Okay, this is from another group, it's not yours. Can you see what I'm sharing? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, look. This is something that Zoom generates. I don't do that. Zoom do it automatically. Okay, look. For example, this person, she connected 90 minutes. Okay, so that's great. But what happens the next day? She weren't in the class. I mean, she wasn't, I'm sorry. She wasn't in the class. So imagine, what is the percentage? 0. This other person, look, she connected only 68 minutes. So that affects the full percentage. And look, I mean, imagine in this case, for example, she asked me permission. She said, teacher, I won't be able to be in the class. And guys, the only things that I can do when you inform or when you ask for permission, I can write the comment, okay? But in the end, even if you ask for permission, what will be your score? It's always 0 because you weren't in the class. And if you are not in the class, Zoom is not going to give you minutes. Okay, so my recommendation and my suggestion is if you have, listen, an emergency, okay, emergency, a real reason that you cannot be here in the class, you can say, teacher, I'm not going to be in the class because I have an emergency, but I will be listener, okay? So you can connect to the class as a listener. You are not going to participate, okay? But Zoom is going to count your minutes, okay? You can have the camera off, but my suggestion is if you're going to be listener, at least put a picture on your profile. So when I take the screenshot, they will see your face, okay? That's the idea, but you can be listener, okay? Now, that is an option, again, for emergencies. I don't want you guys to see like, I will be listener and tomorrow I will be listener again and tomorrow again. Nah, come on. Because at the end, to be a listener, guys, is always recorded. There is a file with all or every day that you were listeners. And in the end, if you have a lot of days as a listener, that is going to affect you too. Because INSAFORP will say, okay, why this person was a listener so many days? Okay, so again, be sure. I'm explaining these, guys, because INSAFORP is being very strict. Okay, every single day we have like, hey, why? Why this person is listener? Why this person is this and this and this? Is it clear? Yes. Any questions about the attendance and how it works? No questions?
No.
Okay, so be careful with the attendance, everyone, because one of the reasons why people cannot continue in the program is because of the attendance, okay? So be responsible. If you are here, it's because you really want to learn. I want very responsible people. If you start the level, I want you to finish the level. And I'm going to say this in Spanish. Listen, si no piensan terminar el curso, guys, mi recomendación es que hoy mismo hablen con la coordinadora y le digan, mire, yo creo que no, mejor me retiro ahorita, ¿ok? Porque ahorita creo que todavía no se ha enviado la lista oficial a INSAFORP. Si ustedes están así como estoy para mientras me sale el trabajo, entonces mejor no se inscriban, ¿ok? Porque no queremos que el grupo quede así como al final, si ustedes se fijan, si al final el grupo, 5 de ustedes no termina, eso afecta a todos sus compañeros. ¿Ok? Eso afecta el porcentaje de todos sus compañeros y ahí es donde el grupo empieza a tambalear y es como que no sabemos si el grupo va a seguir o no. ¿Ok? Así que de verdad necesitamos responsabilidad de todos ustedes. Si de verdad piensan terminar el curso, perfecto, démosle y aquí vamos con todo. Pero si su plan es, yo estoy aquí solo para mientras me sale el trabajo, si me sale el trabajo me voy, entonces no, guys. Ahí sí de verdad sugiero su honestidad y que mejor no nos inscribamos. ¿Ok? No podemos dejar el grupo así como aventado, mejor le damos chance a alguien más. Así que con esto de la asistencia, de verdad sugiero, guys, que sean bien responsables. No faltemos, conéctense al menos como oyentes cuando tengan una emergencia, pero que sea una emergencia real, no que una vez por semana solo porque no me quise levantar. ¿Ok? Porque los que ya estuvieron en los cursos anteriores ya se fijaron cómo estamos de estrictos en ese aspecto de la asistencia. ¿Ok? Así que be careful. Ahorita estoy viendo a varios con la cámara apagada, entonces es como que we are not following instructions. Questions about that? Yes, Jimmy?
I know that attendance, it is like at the level. I see something about the level in intermediate, 3 levels, in call center, 3 them. And you said to me 1 level in intermediate and call center.
Yes. What happens, guys, after pre-intermediate, you will go to, after pre-intermediate, you go to intermediate. Let me see if I can show you on the platform the levels that you have to study. Okay, look at this one. I think that I have the levels over here. Okay, right now you are pre-intermediate 3. After pre-intermediate, guys, you go to the level that is intermediate. Intermediate 1, 2, and 3. After intermediate level, you go to this one. The name is Business English. Okay, so it is, the topics are more specified for receiving phone calls. It's like a mini training if you want to work for a call center. Okay, so that is basically the levels that you have to face. Business English, this is basically, guys, the advanced level. When you finish Business English 1, 2, and 3, so basically you graduate, okay? And you will be ready, if you do your best, of course, you will be ready to speak in English and apply for a job, okay? Yes, Emerson, do you have a question?
Yes, business English is the same call center?
It's similar. We are going to see different topics over there. Basically, guys, we are going to see different vocabulary about phone calls, vocabulary about business, vocabulary about how to have a conversations, and different types of conversation, different scenarios, okay? So basically that is the business English. It's a little bit more specific for some fields. Rebecca, do you have a question?
Yes, it's about the groups. Can I less the pre-intermediate one?
Do you mean leave the group?
Yes or
What?
not?
I mean, WhatsApp's group?
Uh-huh.
I mean, yes.
or no?
I mean, listen, WhatsApp's group, guys, you are already here and pre-intermediate 3. So of course you can leave the other groups. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Okay, any other questions about it? Is everybody on WhatsApp's group already? Yes, everybody? Okay,
Yes.
Ruth?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Ruth
Yes.
Martinez, do you have a
Yes.
question?
Yes, my question is how many times take every level?
Basically, guys, each level lasts 20 classes. So we are talking about 4 weeks in every level.
1 month.
Basically,
Okay, thank you.
very good. Okay, now everybody remember that was about the attendance. Another aspect that I'm going to be like more strict in this level is the participation in class. Okay, every time that we go to the breakout rooms, I want to see people participating. Okay, every time that I ask for participation, I want to see you guys talking. All right, so I'm going to verify that. And the platform, I know you don't have the access yet, but at the end of the course, everybody, please, you have to finish the platform on time, okay? Those are the rules. Any questions about the rules, everyone? No questions?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Remember the rules because this is for every single day, okay? Now, these are the evaluations that we are going to have. As you know, every week I'm going to give you a homework. This homework is evaluated, okay? So basically it's one homework per week. It can be an exercise, it can be an audio, it depends, okay? We are going to have 2 speaking evaluation. The speaking evaluations, guys, we do it here in the class. And I will give you the instructions about what we will do. Okay, I will tell you, okay, guys, for the speaking evaluation, these are the instructions. So be ready. Okay, so no worries, I will let you know. We are going to have 3 written exams. The written exams are on the platform, okay? I'm going to evaluate that you complete the platform, of course, and the participation in class. So those are the evaluations that we are going to have. Clear? Yes?
Yes.
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 Cool. Excellent. Any questions so far?
No.
Mm.
No? Okay, so before starting, I'm just curious. I can see new people, right? Guys, you were in another level or this is your first class in the program?
For me, this is my first class in the program.
So you don't know the platform, nothing.
No, I don't know. I have a question,
Mhm.
but for the platform, you or other people give me a user.
Yes, you will receive the user, okay? And no worries, guys, that the platform is very easy to use. You just need to enter, as you enter on Facebook, for example, you will see the exercises and you just have to click on the exercises. For example, this is the platform, okay? When you open with your profile, with your user, the first thing that you have to do is just click in the first exercise. Okay, you will see the unit, you will see the objectives, and then always, guys, always click here, complete and continue. You will see the topics, okay, answer the exercise, and that's it. Then when you finish the exercise, you will see if your answers are correct or not, okay? If your answers are not good, if you don't have the score, okay, you have to repeat the exercise until you get the correct score to pass. Important, everybody, there are some videos. For example, if you see here, there is a video. In this video, I mean, watch the video because some of you don't like to watch the video, but watch it. That is going to help you to understand the topic. And at the end, always click in, complete, and continue. So you can go to the next level. I mean, to the next exercise. If you don't click here at the end, the platform, it says that it's missing to complete some exercises. Okay. So cuando no le dan en complete and continue, es como que si no hubieran hecho el ejercicio. Okay, so be careful with that. At the end of the unit number 2, look here, we have the first written exam. You have to do it, the exam. Este no lo hacemos en la clase. It's not in the class. Okay, this exam, you take it in your free time, whenever you want. At the end of the unit number 4, we are going to have the second exam. And at the end of the unit number 5, we have the last exam. So basically, that is the way that the platform works. I can see Lucero, yes?
Yes, teacher. In the case of the topic, how many topics will do in the week? Is one topic per day or is one per the week?
Basically, guys, let me show you another group to answer that question. This is pre-intermediate 2. Let me see if I still have the access. No, but I need another group that is, well, I'm going to show you this one. The idea is that every week you have to work 25%. So for example, at the end of the unit number 1, you need to work the 25%. And here I can see your progress. It's not about like one exercise per day. No, it's about the percentage. But imagine here, for example, this person already finished the platform. But I can see if this person has, for example, right? This person has 40% on the platform. Okay? Important, guys. I mean, how can I say that? No se trata de que vamos a hacer como un ejercicio por día, because the platform is available the 24 hours, 7 days of the week. If you want to work more, I mean, do it. Okay? My recommendation is, if you want to advance, imagine that we are in the unit number 1. But you already finished the unit number 1 and you want to advance at the unit number 2, you can do it. There's no problem at all. Okay? I don't know, Lucero, if I answer your question.
I guess yes, teacher. But for example, in this week, we will do only the unit number 1. But in the case that, in my case, this is my first class here, and I don't have the
user
of the platform, I can see the information then, I think, right?
Exactly. In this moment, no worries, Lucero, because nobody has the access to the platform yet. So, of course, I'm not going to ask you to work on the platform because, I mean, nobody has the user. So, no worries. For the moment, let's wait. Okay, let's wait that you receive the user. And later, everyone, I will be explaining you step by step. If you have any questions about the platform, you can tell me and I will help you in the process. Okay?
So teacher, in the case that I have some problems, I don't know, for example, with one energy, I can find your number in the group of WhatsApp, or how can I notify this situation?
Of course. Any questions, guys, that you may have about the class, about the platform, anything, you can send it in the group, any questions that you have, and I will help you, okay? And on WhatsApp's group, there I am, so you can see me there, okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
All right. I don't know, guys. For the new people, I know that some of you, this is your first day, so maybe you might be like, I don't know what to do. I have a lot of questions, but during the process, okay, I will be helping you. Okay, any questions that you may have about the platform, about how it works, I will be helping you step by step. You are not going to be alone. Okay, got it? Yes. Okay, well, let's advance. I know that you may have questions, but guys, let's try to advance because it's time to start with the topics, okay? So if you have questions, believe me, you can do it on WhatsApp group. You can tell me and I will be helping you. But let's start with the topic for today. Can you see the presentation, everyone?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, let's start. I have some questions for you and I want to participate, okay? What is your favorite place in the city, guys, and why?
Tunco Beach.
El Tunca Beach.
For me, teacher, Coatepec
Ellipse.
Lake.
Coatepeque Lake.
Here is
The ellipse.
in the city that restaurant.
Okay.
This
Eco Beach.
is Bicentenario.
Bicentenarios Park. Okay. Think about your city. So what is your favorite place in your city?
The cathedral.
The cathedral. Okay. Sounds good. Why? Why the cathedral?
Is the most beautiful place.
Sounds
In
good.
the monument.
Okay. Now listen, we are going to practice these questions in groups. We only have 5 minutes for this activity because I want to everybody give your opinions about these questions. Don't forget that you have to tell me the reason why. For example, what is your favorite place in the city? My favorite place is the lake. Okay, why? Because the lake is pretty beautiful. It's very fresh. I can relax and ta-da-da-da-da. Okay, so I'm going to send the questions on WhatsApp's group so you can see it. Let's go to the breakup rooms and everybody has to answer. If you don't know what the breakup rooms is, you are going to receive an invitation right now. You just have to click in accept or join and you will go to the breakup rooms. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sending the questions on WhatsApp's group. Rules. Can you speak in Spanish in the breakout rooms?
Always.
Never,
Never.
right?
Never.
Never. If you speak in
Zero.
Spanish, never. Okay, let's go to the breakup rooms. Everybody, please participate. Answer the questions. And 0 Spanish. We only have 5 minutes. Okay, so do your best. Everybody talk, please. If you have issues or if you cannot join, let me know. Yes?
Uh, uh, there is another group on WhatsApp or only
We send the
the
picture in the last.
Oh,
WhatsApp.
yes. I'm sorry. My bad, my bad. I already sent it. Thank you for telling me. Yes, there are 2 groups. Es que está el viejito, right? The pre-intermediate 2, and we have the pre-intermediate 3. So I'm going to ask to close the pre-intermediate 2 to avoid confusions, okay? Thank you for telling me. Okay, everybody, are you ready? Yes? 5 minutes, let's go to talk.
You hear me?
Start. So, question.
Sorry?
Okay, give me a moment, please.
Can I start with the first question? So what is your
Okay.
place in the city?
I think the best city in my country is I don't remember the name. Um, it's a I don't remember the name. Oh my goodness. But it's about where you can find different pools and different seafood. The names. I don't remember the name. Oh my goodness. Um, I don't remember the name. I forget the name. But is a I don't know, un lugar para bañarse.
I don't know.
Eh,
An aquatic park, maybe?
aquatic park, yes.
Well, I love
This
this
is my
place also, but
yes.
and especially in the beach. But in my case, I consider that my favorite place is El Pital because I can feel a fresh climate in this place, and also you can do different activities like walking, because if you are in Rio Chiquito, you can walk uh, since Rio Chiquito uh, until El Pital. You can walk in per 2 hours, I guess, and this is the walking very funny. And also you can do the activities such as camping. That is something that you can enjoy a lot of. And you can enjoy the view of this place because this has a lot of animals and trees. And also you can um, you can eat different food such as well, the coffee is a pretty good idea because you can feel very cold in this place, and the hot drink is something like very good. And also you can eat marshmallows in this place at the night especially.
It's cool.
Okay. In my case, in my city, I never go to the place, but in my country, yes, I like to visit San Diego Beach because it's very beautiful, and this place is mm, is not crowded, and only in vacation. But if you visit in other months when no holiday time, is not crowded.
Can taste, you can taste many different kind of dishes, and that's why I really love to visit the small towns, because I don't like to being in places that are many people. That's it, my friend.
Uber.
We can hear you.
Sorry. In my case, I usually prefer to visit the small towns because I don't know, maybe sometimes the food is better because in the way they prepare the food, I enjoy it. I like small towns. Well, the last weekend I visited Tonacatepeque, and the culture are very good, very well. The food, the people are very amable, and it's not a lot of noise like in the city. So have a lot of good things. The small town.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, Daniel, tell me, what places can I find in your city or your town? Mexicanos.
In my city.
Yeah.
Have
Yocódromo.
Parks. I don't know. A lot of houses. It's all constructed by living in. We don't have places to have time in family or only the normal places like restaurants or pizzeria or parks or something like that, but no.
Think for that reason, you can have a big advantage if you are in a city, because in a city we have a lot of technology. We have several transportation, yeah, at a several different time. But in a small town, no. But you can walk, you can do exercise because it's necessary to walk because we don't have any transportation, no more than 1 hour a different, I think. That's it, yeah.
Yeah, it's depend because if you stay in a city, yeah, well, you have a lot of things near, like a supermarket, restaurant, or different stores. But the problem is that the city is really, it's a little bit noisy. It's a little bit noisy, and in a small town, this is the advantage, the advantage, yeah. Because it's quiet, it's more like you are in a good environment, like how I can say that. For example, I live in a small town all my life. If you ask me if prefer move on in the city, I prefer staying here because it's more quiet, it's relaxed, and don't have, well, safe, is more safe too, and that's it.
The city has a problem because it has traffic is horrible. So it's really horrible when you had when you go to the work or another place, traffic is horrible.
And the last question is, what place can I find in a city or town?
Market. It's market?
I don't remember if it's market. I don't remember.
Market.
Market. Okay.
Yes, market.
I think Time's up, time's up. Let's go back to the main room. All right, time's up. Okay, did you answer all the questions?
All the questions, no.
Yes.
Not all the questions. You talk a lot. The time is not enough. Did your classmates speak full English?
Yes.
Yes? Spanish over there? No, right? Never. Let's see. Let's wait for everybody because I can see some people are still in the breakup rooms. Easy to answer the questions? Yes?
Kind of.
Kind
Yes.
of? Okay. Let's see. I like the way that you were trying to give details. Actually, I was listening different groups and I didn't listen to Spanish. That's great. Now, little details that we need to consider. Pay attention, everybody, and tell me what would be the correct word. For example, I like visit. Can I say that? I like visit.
I like to
I
visit.
like to visit.
I like to visit.
Ah, very good. Remember, we need to separate the verbs.
Is correct. I like visiting.
Correct. You have two options. You can say, I like to visit, or you can say, I like visiting. There's no problem at all.
Teacher,
Yes?
and I'm visiting. I'm visiting.
Like,
Like,
I'm visiting? Like this?
yes.
I mean, you can say that if you are doing that action, because remember that in that case, it's basically present continuous or present progressive. I'm visiting is like you are doing it.
Teacher.
Okay? Yes?
In this case, can we say I'll visiting?
Like this? I'll?
Yes.
I'll visiting like this?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, in this case, that is not possible because remember that this is the contraction of future, like I will. And after will, the verb is always in the basic form. So it has to be like this. And in this case, if you use contraction, it will be like this. I'll visit.
Maybe I will be visiting, right?
In that case, you have, yes, you need to add the verb to be. I'll be visiting. But if you don't have the verb to be, it's just I'll visit. Okay?
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Okay, look at the next one. The culture are beauty. Can I say?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Ah,
It's
very
beautiful.
good. The culture is. We cannot say
Beautiful. Beautiful.
it don't have.
It doesn't have.
The person, it doesn't have. The place is more safe.
Safer.
Ah, this is a
Safer.
short adjective, so we need to say safer. More
Safer.
quiet.
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 Ah, look, quieter. Okay,
Quieter.
so it's short adjective, so we cannot add more. So those are some of the
I have a
details.
question.
Go ahead.
How we say mercado?
Market.
Market? Okay.
If you are talking, guys, about super selectos, la despensa, so you can say supermarket. But if you are talking about the local market that we have in our cities where you can find the vegetables, fruit, so we can say just market. Okay? Pretty good. Okay, now the idea is to answer these questions. According to these questions, what do you think? What is the topic? What are we going to talk about?
About cities.
Very good. Cities and town. Okay, so that is the topic that we are going to check. Yes, Vilma?
And teacher, one question.
Go ahead.
When I want to, when we want to say about the costumbres de un lugar, how's the correct forms to say?
Tradition.
Traditional.
I mean, traditional is the adjective. If you want to say,
Tradition.
este lugar es bien tradicional, so it's very traditional. But if you want to say tradiciones, so you can say just traditions. I mean, traditions is the same for tradiciones o costumbres. It's basically the same.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about things in the city. I mean, all the aspects or the amenities that we can find in a city. But we are going to divide them in two groups. So we are going to see the things in the city that are countable and the things in the city that are uncountables. Okay? What is the meaning of countable?
The thing that you can count.
Exactly. For example, in our cities, what are the things that we can count? Can we count the schools in our city?
Yes.
Yes, we can say 1 school, 2 schools. Can we count the police stations?
Yes.
Yes. Can we count the parks?
Yes.
How
Yes.
many parks? For example, I can ask you, how many parks do you have in your city?
My city
There is
has
1 park.
3 parks.
2 parts.
3 parks, 2 parks, 1 park, so we can count
Lincoln
it.
Park.
Now, restaurants, can we count the restaurants?
Yes.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
How about the stars? We can call 1, 2, 3, but it's infinitive, or how we use countable or uncountable?
Uncountable. I mean, if you see, guys, when we are talking about countables or uncountable, yes, we can count it, but with the stars, they are infinitive, right? I mean, we cannot finish to count them. It's the same with rice. For example, if I give you your food and I give you, we are going to eat rice. Can we count the grains of rice? Today, I'm going to eat only 10 grains. Do we do that? Do we count the rice?
No.
Not really, right? So that is the one that we can count it. I mean, you can go one by one, but you will never finish. So that's why it's uncountable. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty good. Okay, supermarket. Can we count the supermarket?
Yes.
What else? What else can we count in our city?
The bills.
Yeah, what else?
The
The
church.
street. The street.
Yes.
The store is pharmacy.
Yes. All the
The bar.
stores, the bars, the airports, everything. So those places we can count it. But listen, in our city, there are some things that we cannot count. For example, pollution. Can we count the pollution?
No.
No. I mean, we cannot say, in my city, teacher, there are 3 pollutions. Can we say that? No, right? So can we count the traffic?
No.
No. Can we count the garbage? In my city, there was 10 garbage.
No.
No. Can we count the delinquency? No. Security? Not really, right? I mean, I can count the police officers, but not the security. So these words, we cannot count it. That means that they are uncountable. Pay attention. Characteristics of the uncountable, they are always in singular. Listen, uncountables are always in singular. Can I say traffics?
No.
No. Can I say pollutions?
No.
Never. So they are always in singular. So if they are always in singular, what is the verb to be that I'm going to use with them? Is or are?
Is.
Is. So can I say there are a lot of pollution or there is a lot of pollution?
There
There
is
is
a lot of
a lot
pollution.
of pollution.
There
There
is.
is.
Exactly. So is it clear the difference with the countables and uncountables?
Yes.
Yes.
Teacher,
Yes, go ahead.
is say when we say about the family is a unit.
Mm-hmm. Basically. But in this case, guys, family is countable because can we count the families?
And people,
But we can
Yes.
count people. Remember that, can I say 5 people, 10 people? Yes. For example, I can say 2 families, 3 families, we can count it. What happens is there is a difference, and this is something that I want you guys to pay a lot of attention with the word family, because I know that it can be a little confusing. If I say family, the verb to be, it is or are?
Are.
Is.
Is. No, we are going to use is. For example, I can say, my family is in my home. Okay? Because family is a unit. Okay? It's like when we say country. My country is or my country are?
Is.
Is. My country is small. However, these words are countables. That
But
means that they
when
can
we
be in plural.
when we say my classmate, is we can use is or
If it
always
is,
use are.
if it is in singular, for example,
Is that
if we
good?
say classmate is, but if you say it in plural, classmates, so we say are. It's the same with family. Family, for example, I can say there are, let's see, 5 families in my church. Okay, how many families do we have there? We have Garcia's family, Rivera's family, Melendez family. So I'm talking about the different groups of families. It's the same countries. How many countries do we have in America?
A lot.
A lot. So we can say there are a lot of countries in America. So guys, what I'm trying to say is this: family and country, they are countable. If it is in singular, you say is, but if it is in plural, so we say are. Got it? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. But,
for example, if I have in a concert, can I say if uncomfortable for me because I don't say 6 people.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Okay, if I went to a concert, if a lot of people.
Listen, yes, but even though, guys, people, the word people is in singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural. So remember the characteristic of the uncountable, that they are always in singular. So that means that if it is in plural, it's because it's countable. I know you go to the concert, there are a lot of people. You can say, hey, I cannot count it, right? But the people in the stadium, they will count them. They will say, in the concert, there were 575 people. So people is countable. Why? Because it's in plural. For example, here in El Salvador, can you count the people here in El Salvador? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 I mean, it's difficult, I know, but it is countable. So how can you identify if it is countable or not? Do we have a plural? If we have the plural
Singular.
form, is countable. If the word is always in singular, okay, is uncountable. Got it? Yes?
Yeah.
Listen, we
have a
are,
question.
okay, before your question, listen, we are going to see this topic more deep, deeper, countables and uncountable, okay? In these moments, we are just going to talk about countables and uncountables in our city, but we are going to see this topic a little bit deeper. Tell me your question, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
For example, the people are. Yes, or the
Yeah.
people is. Yes,
People
the
are.
people are.
Yes, because remember, people is in plural, we say are. If you say person, that is the singular, so then you say is. Okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. No worries. I know that countables and uncountables can be a little bit confusing, but we are going to see this topic, okay? So don't worry about it. Okay, now, in our city, we have different things. We already said that are countables, and we have things that are uncountables. When we are describing our city, we use the verb there is and there are. Do you remember this topic? There is and
Yes.
there are?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there is for singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. For example, I can say, there is, in my city, there is a lake. In my city, there is a school. Yes? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. If it is in plural, we are going to use there
Are.
There are.
There are. For example, in my city, there are 2 supermarkets. Okay. In my city, there are 3 police stations. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
There
Yes.
is for singular, there are is for plural. If I want to say it in negative, what is the only things that I need to add?
Not.
Not.
The word not.
Not.
For example, teacher, in my city, there is not a lake. Okay. In plural is the same. Teacher, in my city, there are not
Hospitals.
okay, there are not many hospitals, or there are not hospitals, but look, plural. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, remember, there is for singular, there are is for plural. So far is clear, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Teacher, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yes, we can say there isn't.
Yes, of course. You can contract it, guys. Instead of saying there are or there is not, there are not, easily you can contract it. For example, there isn't or there
Aren't.
perfect. Yes. And actually, if you're
Okay.
speaking, it's better if you use contraction.
Okay. Thank
Got it? Yes?
you.
Cool. Okay. Now, the idea, guys, is to combine this topic with the quantifiers. And this is the topic that I want you to learn. There are different quantifiers, but today we are going to study only the quantifier some and any. Okay? So how can I use them? Pay attention to this box. Okay? Look, we have the countables, for example, restaurants, school, parks, house. Those are countables. If I have countables in singular, I can use there is a or there is an. For example, I can say, teacher, in my city, there is a park. How about you guys? Can you tell me something that you have in your city using there is? Countable.
There is a lake.
Okay, there is a lake.
A
There is a
supermarket.
police station.
There is a police station. There is a supermarket.
A market.
Mhm. There is a church. There is a high school. So, countables or uncountables?
Countable.
They are countables.
Countable.
But in this moment, you are telling me in singular. Pretty good. But if I want to say it in plural, I will say there
Are.
and you can tell me the numbers. For example, how many schools are there in your city? Ah, teacher, in my city, there are 3 schools. So we can say the number. What else do you have in your city? Tell me the numbers. There are
2 stadiums.
very good.
Church.
There are 3 supermarkets.
Okay, but give me the plural. 3 supermarkets.
Market.
3 stadiums.
3 stadiums.
There are
3
people.
churches.
There are
10 pupuserias.
10 pupuserias. Yes. Okay, so we can have that option. Now, instead of using the numbers, pay attention here. We can use the word
Some.
some. And what is the meaning of some?
In Spanish? or in
Algunas.
English?
Algunas.
So, listen, pay attention here. Some, we can use it with the countable, but always listen. The countables in
Plural.
plural. Okay? We can use some with the countable, but if the countable is in plural. For example, you know, teacher, in my city, there are some
Dogs.
restaurants. What else? There are some
Dog.
dogs. What else?
There are some pupuserias.
There are some pupuserias. But can I say there are some church?
No.
Why not?
No.
There are churches.
We need to say it.
The churches are singular.
Churches.
Remember, we need to say it always in
Plural.
plural. Ah, teacher, in my city, there are some school. Can I say this?
No.
No.
What is the correct
Schools.
one?
Schools.
Ah, schools. So you can, if you are going to use some, remember, the noun has to be countable in plural. Understood? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And in negative, we can use it. Something that you have to keep in mind, guys. Some, it's only for affirmative sentences. Okay? Again, some is only for affirmative sentences. So if the sentence is in negative, what is the word that I can use?
Any.
Any. For example, teacher, in my city, there are not any cinemas. Okay. Any lake.
Store.
Any, now imagine, can I say it in singular? Like, you know, teacher, in my city, there are not any store.
No.
Can I say that? No, it has to be plural. Stores. In my city, teacher, there are not any, what? I'm listening to a lot of people at the same time, but I listen Parisian, I think. or museums. So can I say that, teacher? In my city, there are not any museums.
There are not any pools.
Any what?
Any pools?
Pools.
Oh, pools, yes. So look, again, guys, characteristics. Pay attention. Microphones, everybody, keep it off, please. Okay, again, some is for affirmative sentences. And the word any is for
Negative sentence.
Negative sentence.
negative sentences. Negative or
Question.
Teacher, I
Okay.
have a question.
Go ahead.
There is not any is possible or not?
Yes. It is, but I'm going to explain that later. Give me a second, no worries.
Okay.
So, again, everybody, let's review it. Pay attention. When we are going to talk about countables using their is and their are, we use their is if it is in singular.
Singular.
We use their are. We can use it with numbers, but it has to be
Plural.
plural. Now, if you don't say the numbers, you can use the word some.
Some.
But some, it has to be in plural and in affirmative. If the sentence is negative or a question, we are going to use
Any.
any. Okay? Is it clear so far? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, well, let me erase this. Can I say, let me ask you, can I say something like, teacher, in my city, there is some parks. Is that correct? Yes or no?
No.
No,
Yes.
there
No.
are.
Ah.
Some is plural.
Look, parks is okay because it's plural, but the verb
Yes.
to be?
Is are.
Correct. Very good. Okay, teacher, in my city, there are not some parks. Is that correct?
No.
Oh.
Not correct.
What is the
We
correct one?
You,
use
any.
any.
Any part.
Ah, there are not any parks. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Now, let's move on. That is with the countables. Now let's see the opposite, the uncountables. Uncountables, can you give me examples of the uncountable things that I can find in my city?
Water,
The water,
Rice.
crime, what?
Milk.
The way, the where, the where.
Yes.
Trees. Pollution.
Okay, trees. Can I count the trees?
Yes.
Yes.
Look, tree
If
is
you
in
live in the-
singular, trees is in plural. Guys, if you have plural, that means that is countable. Okay? So we can count it. We can count it. Another uncountable thing?
Earth.
Air. Yeah, the sugar. Now,
Salt.
salt. Yes, definitely. Now, pay attention. If we are talking about uncountables, can I say something like, a teacher in my city, there is a pollution. Can I say that?
No.
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 Why not?
It is because you use air.
Pollution is
Pollution.
uncountable.
Exactly. We
You
cannot use
a.
a with pollution. So in that case, we don't say a. Instead of using a, what is the word that I can use? Look.
Some.
Some.
Yes. Listen, we can use some for both countables and uncountable. The difference is that with the countable, it has to be in plural.
Plural.
Okay? So for example, I can say, teacher, in my city, well, there are some, well, sorry, there is some delinquency, for example. What else? Tell me other things that you can find in your city. There is some...
Dairy.
Everything.
Okay, but dairy, can I say that? It's an adjective.
Some traffic.
Traffic jam.
Okay, there is some traffic. Okay, if you want to say, for example, suciedad, dairy is the adjective. I need the noun. Ah, teacher, in my city, there is some
Contamination.
dirt, or there is some contamination. There is some pollution.
There is some garbage.
There is some garbage. Okay, cool. Now, there is some trash. Yes. Now, pay attention here. What happens if I want to say it in negative? Can I say there is not some delinquency?
No.
What is the word that I need to use?
There is
Any.
not.
Any. So we can say, teacher, in my city, there is not any delinquency. Wow, that city is totally safe. Ah, but you know what, teacher? Something negative is that in my city, there is not any water. That's an example, okay? What else?
Gangster.
What do you mean? Repeat?
Gangster.
I'm sorry, I don't
Gangsters,
understand.
I think.
Oh, gangsters. But can we count the gangsters?
Yes.
Actually, we can count it because we say gangsters. So we had the plural. That means that we can say one gangster, two gangsters.
Womanizer.
But even though that is an adjective. So remember,
Teacher.
guys, we are using nouns, no adjectives. Yes?
Yeah. How about the fruit?
Okay, hold on. We are talking to people at the same time. Can you repeat your question?
How about the fruit?
Fruit.
Is uncountable. Yes.
Okay, listen. We're going to see that one when we study specifically the countable and uncountables. Fruits, guys, actually can be both. Can be countable and uncountable. It can be both. And I will explain the context later. No worries. But yeah, it can be both.
Mosquitoes.
Okay, yes. You know what, teacher? In my city, there is no, but mosquito or mosquitoes?
Mosquito.
If we have the plural, is countable or uncountable?
It's countable.
Countable.
It's countable.
It's countable.
It's difficult.
I know, but listen to me, guys. Listen. Think about the rules. The uncountables, what is the rules? That they are always in
Singular.
singular. So, si ustedes escuchan el plural, inmediatamente saben que no es uncountable. So you need to think, okay, mosquitoes. No, in that case is countable. That is a rule that you have to think in English. For example, water. Can we say waters? Have you ever seen this word? Waters?
No. Only in English music.
No, right? So we don't say, okay, so water is uncountable. Something that helps me is to count. Can I say 1 water, 2 water, 3 waters? No, right?
glass of water, can we say?
Okay, in that case, listen. We can count the containers because I can say I have 1 bottle of water, 2 bottles, but I'm not counting the water. I'm counting the container. That is different. Yes? Okay, because of the time, I know that this topic is difficult. That's why we are going to study it little by little. And tomorrow we are going to continue with this practice. Okay? I just want you to keep in mind the full rules. Rule number 1. If it is countable, Okay, you can use there is, you can use there are, no problem. But if the sentence is in plural and affirmative, we are going to use
Some.
some. If it is in negative,
Any.
can I use some with countable but in singular? Like, there is some house.
No.
No.
There is some house.
Look at the sentence. There
Houses.
There
Houses.
is some house. Is correct?
No.
No. We have to say there are some
houses.
houses. Okay, tell me the same sentence but in negative.
There are not any houses.
Any house.
There are not any
houses.
houses. Now, if it is uncountable, it's the same. We can use some, but only if the sentence is affirmative. If the sentence is in negative, we use
Any.
any. I'm going to show you some sentences and you have to tell me what is the correct one. We are going to omit that one. Let's do this exercise because of the time. I'm going to show you the pictures. Tell me what is the correct sentence, okay? Let me open up the exercise. Give me a second. Oh, okay, look at this one. I'm talking about two rivers. What is the correct one? There is, there isn't, there are, or there aren't?
There are two rivers in my town.
Okay, there are two rivers in my town. I have a question. If I have the number, do I need to say some, any, or I don't need anything else?
Some.
Do I need the word some?
I don't need.
So you don't need.
No.
I don't need.
Microphones, everybody pay attention. Microphones, please. Listen, if I already have the number, I don't need the word some. Remember the box. Let's go back to the box. Look, there are some. Because imagine in this case, look at the translation. Does it make sense if I say, in my city, there are some two rivers. Does it make sense?
No.
No.
Not
Sounds
really.
strange.
It sounds weird. So the word some is when you don't specify the number. So if you already specify the number, you don't need the word some. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
All right. Look at the sentence number 2. But in this case, we don't need any other word. Let's see the other one. This one is in negative, and I'm talking about the beach. There is, there isn't, there are, or there aren't.
There is.
There is.
It's in negative. It's in negative.
There isn't.
There isn't.
There isn't.
There isn't.
Isn't.
Any.
Now, can I say there isn't a, some,
No.
any, or I don't need another word?
Any.
Why? Why do you think that is any?
It's because it's singular.
It's negative.
So, but remember, beach is countable or is uncountable?
Uncountable.
Countable. Because it's singular.
There isn't a
It's a
beach.
beach.
Okay, hold on. Think about this. Think about this. In El Salvador, I have Costa del Sol Beach. I have Tunco Beach. I have Tamarindo Beach. Can I count the beach?
Yes.
So I can say, in El Salvador, there are 5 beaches. So in this scenario, is in singular or in plural?
In singular.
Singular.
So I cannot use any because remember that any is for countables, but in plural.
Plural.
In this case, I will say there isn't
A beach.
there isn't a beach. Okay? Be careful, be careful. Is it clear why we don't use any in this sentence?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody? Okay, I'm going to explain again. Let's go back to the box. If it is countable, en el caso de beach, beach is countable, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because I can say one beach or 5
Two
beaches.
beaches.
Okay, is countable. If I use any, like in the exercise, because the exercise has the word any, look, it has to be in plural. But in the exercise, the word beach is in plural, yes or no?
No.
No.
No. Can I use any?
No.
No.
No. Okay. In that case, we can say just there isn't a beach. Got it? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
One more sentence and we finish with that one because of the time. Look at this one. This is positive. And I'm talking about snow. Can I count the snow?
No.
No.
No. So what will be the correct one?
There
There are.
They are.
There is
There
some.
There is.
Listen, let's go back to the box. Uncountable. Can I use there is or there are?
There
There
is.
is.
Yes.
There is. Now, if I'm talking about the snow is affirmative, can I say, there is a snow? Can I say that?
No.
No.
There is
No. Can I say there is any?
No.
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 I will say there is
Some snow.
Some snow.
some snow because it's affirmative. Okay?
Yeah.
Got it? Now,
Yeah.
listen, we don't have more time, so don't worry. Tomorrow we will continue with this topic. Tomorrow we will try to be more specific, give more examples. So if you don't understood the topic very well, tomorrow we will continue. Got it? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Pretty
Got it.
good. Okay, guys, we don't have more time, so we are going to stop right here. If you have any questions, please send it on WhatsApp's group. Okay?
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Take
See you,
care.
teacher.
Bye-bye. Goodbye. See you.
Bye.